Well, I did not see that coming. Rolly Romero, huge underdog going into this fight against Ryan Garcia. You could have got 6-1 for him. If he was 66-1, I wouldn't have been tempted. But he has just defeated Ryan Garcia comprehensively, beating him via a unanimous decision. I thought round one, Ryan looked okay. He established the jab. Not a great deal happened. You were basically just waiting for Ryan to land that left hook, and Rolly was going to go to sleep. And then in round two, Rolly lands 2 left hooks and drops Ryan Garcia. I'm watching it live, to be honest. I still thought Ryan was going to catch Rolly because I thought, well, now he's going to be even more reckless and Ryan will walk him onto something. But it just didn't happen, and Ryan basically just went into survival mode. And I hate to say it, but he didn't try to win the fight after that. He was just literally trying not to get caught. He looked scared of throwing the left hook, if anything, and that was always going to be his money punch. And I know that's very easy for me to say, sat at home on the settee with my Harry Potter pajamas on, with a tub of ice cream in my hand. But at the same time, I mean, Ryan's getting paid millions, and, you know, boxers earn every penny they get. But I did think he was really disappointing. I mean, Rolly was there for the taking. And I really don't think Rolly did anything special. I mean, there was 123 punches landed between them over 12 rounds, which is incredibly low. It wasn't a good fight to watch. But credit to Rolly, for me, he looked like he wanted it more, and he was up against it. I mean, Ryan Garcia looked huge in there compared to Rolly, and that's the other thing that is bizarre to me. I thought Ryan would be so much stronger at welterweight, but he barely did anything, and it was just a bit deflating, really, watching it. I mean, you were just waiting for Ryan to do something, and I don't know if he needs a new training team. I know Derek James has came in for a lot of criticism before. There's also the inactivity thing. I mean, Ryan's been out the ring for over a year, but he's also had inactivity in his career before, and it was never a problem then. So we do have to ask the question, is it now because he's been popped for drugs? And the reason why he looked so destructive before against Devin Haney was purely because he was juiced to the gills. Or was it just a case of he underestimated Rolly and he had an off night? I mean, I think it was maybe a combination of everything, but not good from Ryan. And that's Garcia Haney 2 out the window. Unbelievable. Turkey has to stop trying to make these mega fights be even bigger by them having a warm-up fight before and just make the fights now, man. We should have had Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney headline on the Times Square card. We had the same problem on the Day of Reckoning card. AJ does the business against Otto Wallen, and then Wilder, of course, messes it all up and loses to Parker, and then we lose AJ Wilder, probably forever. And you can even argue last year, Fury against AJ. I mean, to be fair, we all wanted to see Fury against Usyk, but they were basically trying to set up Fury against AJ. Fury beats Usyk, AJ beats Dubois, no problem. We finally get Fury AJ. And then, of course, Fury loses to Usyk, AJ loses to Dubois, and then Fury loses to Usyk again, and it's yet another mega fight down the toilet. As for what's next, I do feel as if Ryan's stock has massively plummeted. I think he needs to rematch Rolly, and I think he needs to beat him comprehensively. Teofimo Lopez defeats Arnold Barboza Jr. via a unanimous decision. Another fight I got totally wrong. I, of course, picked Barboza to win this. But credit to Lopez, I thought he looked outstanding in there. I thought his footwork was amazing. I thought he made Barboza miss. He made him look very ordinary, in fact, and Barboza, as we saw against Catterall, is far from that. But yeah, fair play to Lopez, man. I mean, he gets a lot of criticism, and I think rightly so at times, but when he's on point, he is a joy to watch. I mean, he schooled Barboza. I thought the 118, 110 card was bang on. 116, 112 on the other 2 cards were ridiculous, but that's boxing. I think the obvious fight for Lopez is the winner of Richardson-Hitchens against Kambosos. They're fighting in June, so I'm sure he would love to beat Kambosos. That, of course, is his only loss, so he could avenge that if Kambosos pulls off the upset. But I'm pretty sure that Hitchens will school Kambosos, and we'll get to see Lopez against Hitchens in a unification later on this year. But that's a sexy little fight in its own right. As for Barboza, it's his first loss on paper. There's absolutely no shame in losing to Teofimo Lopez. He will 100% be back. Devin Haney against Jose Ramirez. YouTube, I know you don't like swearing, but that was absolutely fucking terrible. What a load of wank. The worst fight in history. Absolutely disgusting. Just 110 punches landed between them. When I got beat up by a lesbian, she landed 111 punches in less than 2 minutes on me. And according to CompuBox, that's the 4th fewest punches landed in a 12-round fight since they've started recording punch stats. I mean, that is just horrendous. I would show some highlights, but there literally aren't any. I honestly think you could have sniffed a gram of Colombian Pure just before the fight and you still would have fell asleep after 2 rounds. And I couldn't believe they put this pile of shit as co-main. I know they were billing it as 3 main events, but putting on Haney against Ramirez second was just ridiculous. Lopez against Barbosa was always going to be a much better fight. Not that that was a classic either. So yeah, Devin Haney wins a unanimous decision. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Bore off, Devin Haney. Nobody cares about you. You are irrelevant. But yeah, man, disappointing card all in all. I was so bored watching it. I was waiting for something to happen. And bar Garcia getting dropped in round 2 against ROLLY, nothing really did happen. And I wasn't a big fan of the whole Times Square thing. Just a few hundred people in the crowd, no atmosphere. And that is part of the reason why I think the fights were so bad. But at the same time, it's no excuse because during COVID, we got lots of good fights when there was no crowd. So yeah, piss poor all in all, but we have been spoilt as boxing fans. I mean, last weekend was one of the greatest weekends in boxing history. This weekend so far has been crap, but we've got Canelo later. Hopefully Canelo delivers. Hopefully that card's really good. But yeah, let me know what you think anyway, guys. Am I being too harsh? I personally don't think I'm being fucking harsh enough. Enjoy the rest of the boxing this weekend. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all on the next one.